So it is 3 a.m. right now, and I just got home from work a little while ago, and I was thinking of I should just go to sleep or cover this topic. So I just want to talk about this really quick because I'm already 3 days late on this, and I did find out about this when it happened, but I just didn't get a chance to talk about it or make a video because of how busy I've been. But I think this is really, really big news for the gaming industry as a whole too, because I mean this is really a game changer. So Kojima, the creator of Death Stranding, now officially owns the IP to his game, which was previously owned by Sony Interactive Entertainment. And I was just doing a little bit of research. I first saw the news on Twitter X, and I think it's really, really good. And I think it's a huge deal for the gaming industry right now, especially with all the bullshit going on. So I was looking into it, and him acquiring back the IP for Death Stranding is awesome because now, as you can see over here, because I was searching up, like what this means, and it's available on Luna, and I have no idea what Luna is, but I'll get into that, which is like, over here. Amazon's cloud gaming platform, and for anyone who's watching this who has an Xbox, Death Stranding is officially on Xbox, and Kojima like silently launched it on Xbox. No news about it, no announcement, anything. He just acquired the IP and he was like, okay, you know what? Put this on Xbox right now. Like it's crazy because the game has 19 million players, and that's even before the Xbox release. So the game first came out for the PlayStation 4. It was then released on PC and then PS5. And again, a company like Sony, which is so goddamn greedy sometimes, it really, really surprises me that Kojima was able to acquire the IP back because it's just mind blowing. And I think, again, like with all the stuff going on right now, right? Exclusives are a big deal, in the gaming world because that's what really drives people to buy a specific console. What has better exclusives? Exclusives are a big deal. And that's what increases competition between companies. But I think that Death Stranding being owned by Kojima now is really good because there's different factors to this, and I want to get into that. And of course, for all the Xbox players, I'm telling you guys gotta play this game. Don't listen to people who keep saying it's a walking simulator because I've said this in another video. There are different ways to traverse in Death Stranding, so you don't always have to keep walking around. Like I really hate when people say that because you're walking in the first like 2 hours of the game. After that, I mean, you got a motorcycle and everything. So yeah. But before I get into the other factors of what I want to talk about, right here it says Luna makes it easy for anyone to play high quality immersive games on the device they already own without lengthy game downloads or updates. So yeah, I mean, I think right now, like what Kojima is doing is, like I said, it's awesome. It's a game changer. And the other thing I want to get into is the fact that I really want to see if other industries, sorry, other companies do what Kojima did. And I can't even imagine, like, it must have been a pain in the ass to even get the IP back, like, especially with a company like Sony, who again have been so greedy lately. It's just really sad to see. I cannot even imagine all the paperwork and everything that Kojima had to do this. But he is very passionate in making his games. I can really tell. I follow him on X and I see all the things he posts, and he is a passionate guy when it comes to making his games. And the first thing I want to say is him owning Death Stranding now, it just means that he can add even more unhinged stuff in his game. It's his game, it was always his game. Sony just had the IP to it. Him owning it fully means that he can add whatever the hell he wants to add. Nobody's gonna tell him to remove this or remove that or no, cut this from the game. Like whatever his ideas are, they're gonna be in it now. His games are Death Stranding was already crazy just off the bat. I mean, the whole concept of it, Kojima's idea of it, is absolutely mind blowing. And to see that now he can do what he wants without having someone tell him to remove something from the game, I cannot wait to see what he does in the future for his other games, what he's gonna do. But back to what I was saying, I really, really want to see if other companies will follow what he's doing, if other, creators and developers do what he's doing, because one big example that came to my mind right away when I read this was Bloodborne. Now, Sony, and I'm sure by now everybody knows this, Sony is being a bitch when it comes to Bloodborne. Bloodborne is one of the biggest games out there, one of the biggest Souls games out there with its own fan base. Like, it is insane. And Sony owns the IP for Bloodborne. They refuse to release it on other platforms. It is a PlayStation exclusive, and a lot of people want Bloodborne on PC. Sony is refusing to do it, and it's making me wonder if Miyazaki is willing to do what Kojima has done and obtain the rights to his game back. You know, I just want to see like will other people follow Kojima's lead because I actually read. I have not ever heard of someone doing this until now, and I think it was this article that says, and I was super surprised to see this. Where is it? Right here. I was so surprised to see this because Control is one of my favorite games. I had no idea that Remedy made a move like this and took Control back and took full ownership of it so they could push the game into a larger franchise. That's why they were able to make a sequel, a multiplayer spin-off. Like that's why they were able to do all of this stuff. I had no idea that this happened. I did not even know. No wonder why they're pushing out these amazing games because of the fact that they own the IP now. Sony can't tell them what to put or what to do or what to add or what to remove. So, of course, you know, I applaud Remedy for doing that. And but yeah, Kojima, when I read that Kojima did this, it was the first I've heard of it. And I was just wondering, like will other people follow what Kojima has done? And a lot of people think that it might even have a Nintendo release, which I kind of, I mean, I don't know. It probably could, but like I was just thinking about how the hell the graphics and everything were gonna be. Like right here, it even says it here because I forgot which game it was. I'm pretty sure it was the recent Mortal Kombat game, and it went to Switch, I think it was, and it just looked horrendous. Like I don't know, like you could look like the characters look like clay models, literally. So I mean, yeah, I just wanted to talk about this really quick, and I also wanted to talk about how him doing this. I just wonder again if not just Bloodborne, there's so many other games that have original releases on specific consoles, and then when the sequel comes out, it's on a completely different console, and that really, really annoys the hell out of me. For example, I've played Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice on PlayStation, and when I heard Hellblade 2 was coming out, I was super excited for it. Hellblade 1 was amazing. I mean, the story and the character and what she was going through was like it was beautiful, and I was so excited to see Hellblade 2 until I found out that it was only gonna release on Xbox. So that was super big disappointment. Another game that I played, which is an older game, was Bayonetta. I played Bayonetta on PlayStation, and again, awesome game. I loved it, and I want to play Bayonetta 2, and I think it was only for Switch. So yeah, I mean these companies are always switching around, and it's crazy because even if these creators, these developers, took their IPs, right? If they owned it, there's no guarantee that they would release it on all platforms. There's no guarantee that they'll make a sequel or add more ideas in, because a lot of these developers now, they only care about money. And yeah, I get it, money, you need money, right? But it's like they don't give a shit about their fans anymore. But then again, there's these few people out there who really do care about their games and care about, their fans, and they're super passionate about making their games. And one of those people that I have a lot of respect for is Kojima. Like, you can just see on everything that he does, he's so passionate about this. And I know and I understand why he's, you know, took back the IP, because he wants people to play his games. It's not like he just wants his game to be on one platform or console or just the PC or whatever. He wants everyone to play his game. If everybody was like Kojima, I just feel like the gaming the gaming industry would just be a better place, you know, just in general. But yeah, I just wanted to go over this really quick because it is big news. Because first off, now Xbox players can play Death Stranding, and I would definitely recommend Death Stranding to everybody who wants to play a good game. The second thing is Kojima can expand the hell out of this now without restrictions, and he can add so many things. His ideas are already unhinged. I just can't wait to see what he does in the future. And the third thing, was I was just wondering if other developers and creators and companies will do what Kojima did to, you know, for their own company, their own workers, themselves, and their fans, and their games. Because nowadays, from the stuff I'm seeing in video games, it's like there's no passion. I've just played so many games that were shitty, but then again, I played a lot of games that were super good. So, yeah, I just wanted to talk about this real quick, and I am gonna go to sleep now because it's super late. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think about this, because this is a big deal. And like I said, I can't wait to see what the future holds for us. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Like and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys next time.